Welcome, folks. We have returned from our Danube River Cruise, which had a pre-cruise stay in Budapest, Hungary. We did the stay in Budapest on our own and are here today to share with you how that went and whether it was a better value than the pre-cruise extension with Viking.
Welcome to Next Act Cruising. I'm Bob.
And I'm Sarah.
On this channel, we talk about cruising and we share helpful tips that we've learned from our experiences.
Just to review, we booked a Viking Danube River Cruise from Budapest to Regensburg, Germany. In making the booking, we had to decide whether we would use Viking's pre-packaged pre-cruise extension in Budapest or travel on our own.
Viking's basic pre-cruise extension in Budapest was $700 or $1,400 a couple. Included in that was 2 nights lodging, 2 breakfasts, all transfers in the services of a Viking host.
We had a couple of thoughts about this. First, we were inclined to spend just a little bit more time in Budapest. The first day you arrive in Budapest, you are just really recovering from the overseas flight.
I think they call it jet lag, Sarah.
Leaving only 1 day of any meaningful sightseeing.
We will point out, however, that our Viking longboat was staying overnight in Budapest, and the next day after we embarked on the boat, we would have another tour of Budapest.
Our second thought was basically $700 per night was a little expensive. In the end, we decided to see Budapest on our own and take some additional days to do so. We were using Viking Air, so we had to pay a deviation fee to arrive earlier than the cruise.
We originally planned for 4 nights in Budapest. The first night would be the day we arrived, and then we would have 3 full days to do sightseeing in Budapest.
Our challenge was whether we could do 4 days in the same amount as the $1,400 plus we would have spent with Viking. Keep watching until the end and see how our challenge went.
As the poet Robert Burns wrote, the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. We had the misfortune of having some bad weather on the day that we departed. We were delayed and arrived a day later in Budapest. We are going to save the details of this misadventure for a future video on how travel plans can go wrong and how travel insurance can help you when they do.
Nevertheless, we arrived safe and sound in Budapest. We had the hotel arrange for transportation from the airport, which plans kept changing with each itinerary change. The hotel stuck by us, though, and had a taxi waiting for us upon our arrival. Having the hotel arrange for airport transportation probably costs a little bit more than it might otherwise, but we were assured that we would have somebody pick us up right away and get us directly to the hotel.
We used Expedia to research hotels for our stay. We looked at various hotels with various prices and ultimately chose Hotel Moments on Andrassy Street in Budapest. We did look for a larger room that would include a desk and a sofa and would have an included breakfast.
When you look at the photos on Expedia, you're really never quite sure how it is going to turn out. We were very pleased with our room and really appreciated the larger room. We were even provided with a welcome bottle of wine and wine glasses to drink it in.
And it was good wine.
Yes, and a lovely welcome note. You can look forward to us publishing a separate video on the hotel very, very soon.
We arrived at the hotel around noon, and we asked the hotel for a restaurant recommendation. We walked about 3 blocks down the street to a historic cafe adjacent to the Budapest Opera. We indulged in some classic Hungarian food that we needed to nourish us after our long travel. Sarah had some goulash, and I had some beef stew on a bed of potato dumplings, and it was good.
The next day, we began our sightseeing. We decided that a hop-on, hop-off bus would serve us well to get an overview of the city and see many of the things that were a little bit farther away. We bought tickets for the bus for the day as well as a river cruise. We rode the bus circuit in the morning. It did the job of showing us the major sights around the city. We wished, however, that the narrative would have been a little bit more robust.
After the bus ride, and while we were walking back to the hotel, we walked past an Italian restaurant that looked good from the outside, and we went in for some comfort pizza.
While ordering, we noticed that they had an extensive drink and liquor menu. A few years ago, while watching a travelogue in Budapest, we had heard about a liquor unique to Budapest called Unicum. And so we asked our waiter whether they had any, and they did. So we concluded that this was our opportunity to try Unicum.
You're probably wondering, how did it taste? We liked it, but we're not sure everyone would. It is an herbal liqueur that's reminiscent of Jägermeister with all of its herbs. However, it is not as sweet. We have inadvertently over the years tried different liqueurs in our travels, and now we can add Unicum to the list.
In the afternoon, we walked down to the river and enjoyed our 1-hour river cruise, as well as views of Budapest from the river. That was enough activity for us old folks for our first day after our overseas travel.
The next day, Sarah and I decided to try something new. We used a website and an app called Voice Map to buy a self-guided audio tour of the Jewish quarter located in Budapest. The self-guided tour was not very expensive. It was $20 for 2 copies, and we decided if it really wasn't any good, we could just walk away.
I made the account and I purchased the 2 copies. I installed the app on my phone and then downloaded 1 copy onto my phone, and then had Bob download the app to his phone. And in that case, when you're buying more than one at a time, then you get a code. And so he could download the version for his phone by entering that code. We really needed to use both our phones because we didn't have earbuds that could share one phone. Overall, we give VoiceMap a positive recommendation. We were able to take a comfort break in the middle of the tour without missing anything.
There was, Sarah, a learning curve to using the app. The guide speaks directions to you, and there is also a map on the screen of your phone to follow. We really did get off track once and had to go back to the spot where we last knew that we were in sync with the instructions and the map on the phone. There was also the occasional challenge of keeping the programs synchronized on both phones.
After we were finished with a walking tour, we were really tired, and so we headed back to the hotel. On the way back, however, we found a restaurant that looked interesting. We went in and decided to have their special combo, which was goulash, a mini langosh, and a beer. Bob ordered the traditional langosh with a sour cream and cheese on it, and I had one that was plain.
After we finished eating, the wait staff brought around shots to everyone who was eating. We asked and were told that it was a fruit palinka. Because we really liked it, they graciously gave us, free of charge, another shot of palinka.
Just as we thought we were going to have to roll ourselves back to the hotel,
It was questionable.
they bought us a crepe-like dessert with apricot jam in it. This too was very delicious. And after that, we really did have to roll ourselves back to the hotel for a little rest.
You may have noticed we often refer to eating lunches, but no dinners. Frequently, when traveling on our own, we only eat one meal a day besides breakfast. We like to stop for a late lunch and then skip dinner. In the evening, we sometimes have a small snack or only a drink.
We had one more thing we really wanted to do in Budapest, and that was to see the Kossuth statue and memorial. Our local county is named for the Hungarian revolutionary and nationalist Lajos Kossuth. He was popular in the United States at the time our county was being formed. We have a statue of Kossuth in front of our courthouse.
Therefore, later in the afternoon, we walked over to the Hungarian National Parliament building and found the Kossuth Memorial. This was a big day for us. I think we walked well over 15,000 steps, defying Sarah's goal of not overwalking. It was a lot for that day, but we expected the next day to be much easier.
Now, we'll say at this point there are many other things to see and do in Budapest, but we did what we wanted to do with the time that we had and felt we used it productively and had a good handshake introduction with the city. Now, the next day, it was ready to get on the Viking boat, and so we emailed the ship to find out exactly where it was docked, because there were a lot of different docking places along the river. The hotel called us a taxi, and we headed to the boat, arriving at about 11 o'clock in the morning. We expected to have to wait to get into our room, but lo and behold, it was ready. We were taken right to our room, and our luggage came right after that. This allowed us to then go and enjoy our first lunch on the boat.
As I mentioned earlier, our boat would be staying another day in Budapest, but travel on our own came to an end.
I know you're really dying to know how we came out with our expense challenge. So here we go. Our hotel total was right about $1,000. I was able to negotiate a 50% discount for the day that we did not actually stay in the hotel because of our airplane delay. We spent $187 on food, $124 on sightseeing, and $66 on transportation. The total came to $1,377.
And remind us, what was the Viking 2-day total?
The cost on the Viking pre-cruise extension would have been $1,400 plus other expenses for meals or sightseeing.
So we did good and made a great choice in planning our own pre-cruise stay. We enjoyed spending time together with only our own schedules to worry about. If you are comfortable making these type of travel arrangements, a do-it-yourself pre-cruise extension is a viable option for you.
We are working on, and you can look forward to videos on hotel moments, a full cruise review, a boat tour, and many other topics we're going to cover about this cruise.
If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, give us a like. Also, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Comments below are welcome, and just so you know, we read and respond to all of those. And until next time, we say,
Bon voyage.